Hello! In this video, I will be showing you the knowledge path. In your courses, which have been enhanced with an adaptive learning platform we call the knowledge path, you will see it is simply an assignment within your Canvas course, and this first one is right here. When you click on it, you will then be asked to load it in a new browser. You simply click on that, and it will open. This screen gives you some valuable information about the knowledge path. The learning path for this module contains 14 activities. But what do you do first? The first thing you need to do is help the system understand about you and determine what you already know to allow you to skip past familiar activities and learn the things that you really deeply need to learn. So to do that, we click on Determine Knowledge. A question is asked of you. How well do you think you know the material? Not at all? A small amount? A reasonable amount? Answer this in the way that feels appropriate to you. It's not judgmental, it's just meant to help learn a little bit about you. So let's say a reasonable amount. Now, I am certainly not going to answer actually any of these questions with a goal of being right or wrong. I just want you to see. When you come in, you will be given a question with multiple choice answers. You might also see different types of questions as well. If you know the answer, go ahead and select that. If you truly don't know, it is best for the system to have you say that, and you simply select I don't know, and then you submit the answer and are presented with the next question. Let's click 1. Okay, so I didn't actually get it right. That's fine. Let's see what the next question is. Let's say I truly do not know. Well, I'm going to click that and then submit the answer, and it gives me the next question again. So you go through these questions, submitting your answers, selecting it, and then it's going to give you a basis of your upcoming knowledge path. Let me show you that. So now I have completed my Determine Knowledge, and based on that, there are activities that I need to learn. It will show you what my very first step is, and you can also look at your learning path. Let me show you that. So now you see a knowledge path. These are the activities that you'll be learning about in this particular chapter. But essentially, if you had known some of this, you would actually find that you might be an expert or a master in many of these concepts. But until you actually have learned them, they wait for you to complete. So these are the suggested places where you need to start and learn. You actually can't move forward until such time as you've done a previous activity. And oftentimes activities may have co-requisites or prerequisites that prevent you from moving forward until you have completed the work in the previous node. If this view is intimidating to you, you can also do a list view. And that shows the same material, but it shows it in a listed manner. Now you will see that there are items that are available for you to learn. These were things that didn't have any prerequisites. But you will also see that many of these items are locked until you complete the other items, as these prerequisites need to be satisfied. So let's go back to our map. I want to bring to your attention something I hadn't mentioned yet. You will see when you hover over available nodes, the estimated time required to learn the material. This is an estimate. It is based on the material presented and an estimate. You could be quicker or slower, but just know that this is an estimate of time. Let me show you a couple more. One of the things I want to bring to your attention first is to use this system in full screen mode. This will allow a better likelihood of all the material being presented on your first click. So this screen right here indicates full screen. If you see your breadcrumbs, you're not in full screen. Now it doesn't harm anything, but you may end up finding that you have to scroll up. So the best first suggestion is to go instantly into the full screen mode. Another thing you will see on the left-hand side is your lesson path. Now what it really does is explain that in this particular node, there will be several aspects of learning before you get to the questions. So each of these learnings, as we'll go through, will suddenly be highlighted in green until we get to the questions, which we must answer successfully to move on. So I've moved slightly on. You will see terms that have been highlighted. You can click on them and they will actually give you the definition. We can come back. Let's do that again. We've clicked and we have a definition. If you have read this, you click next, and next, and next. Always being sure, again, to be in the full screen. Now look, we've actually moved on from our first set of learning onto our next set of learning. And let me click through this again. Now we've moved on to a second one, and again, and again. So don't be intimidated by a learning path that has many learnings. We break these up in very small, granular pieces of information to help you. One thing I do want to talk about, perhaps you're at a point where you're not going to be able to continue and you want to save your progress. Very simply, exit and save for the next time. Now, if you've clicked it accidentally, you click cancel. If you have done something that you feel, you know what, I want to start from the beginning the next time, let me just click on discard progress. And that'll start you from scratch at the beginning of the lesson path the next time. The option is yours, but the options are there for you. So let's say I've actually worked through this. I've gone through a few of the learnings. Let me save it for the next time. And my lesson has been saved. So I'm going to close this and just show you how that works. So remember, we were in the early roots of psychology. Look what we can do. We can resume this. And there we are, back right on the screen where we were in the learning, right at the place where we left off. So these are the important things about understanding how to navigate through your knowledge path assignment. There will be some important things having to do with the questions because you must get your answers correct to be able to open up new sections of your learning path that will allow you to progress through your entire knowledge map. So once you've completed a section, if you didn't do as well as you'd like, you can come back to it. The system will both prompt you, if it's a prerequisite, and you will want to become an expert in the material as you go forward. In my next video, I'll be showing you how to use KnowledgePath to help guide your learning.